The government shutdown is basic math. MAGA has the majority in the House, Senate, a Republican president, and a conservative Supreme Court. So how can Trump say this?
If there's a shutdown, it's only because of the Democrats.
Because 10 years ago, he said this.
If there is a shutdown, I think it would be a tremendously negative mark on the President of the United States.
Look, it's a scam, and Republicans don't give a shit about working Americans, or they wouldn't be firing workers who make efficient governing possible. Instead, we have this scaly, bug-eyed Nazi cockwaffle threatening U.S. citizens.
Children will be taught to love America. Children will be taught to be patriots. Children will be taught civic values for schools that want federal taxpayer funding.
So how does the American public see the shutdown? Well, they do the math, and they see that, again, Trump and MAGA don't give a shit about the lower and middle-class workers.
Who do Americans blame more? They blame Republicans. The New York Times, by 7 points, they blame Republicans in Congress and Donald Trump. Marist, look at that. Blame Trump and Republicans by 12 points. How about Washington Post? By a 17-point margin.
So you know the Democrats oppose the Trump budget for a simple reason. It cuts access for millions to the Affordable Care Act marketplace, creating a real possibility for millions of Americans that they will lose their health insurance.
The country doesn't want to give billions to illegal immigrants. The country doesn't want to give billions to guys who won't go to work. The country doesn't want to give billions to people who are, in fact, crooks.
Okay, to start off, fuck you, you flatulent skin tag. No one is giving health care to illegals. And undocumented workers, they pay nearly $100 billion into Social Security and Medicare annually, and they get nothing back.
How much do you think undocumented immigrants pay into the tax system every year?
Zero?
Nothing.
Probably nothing.
Undocumented, I would guess zero. And why would they pay anything?
2022, they paid $96 billion into the Social Security Medicare system.
It seems ludicrous that there would be that kind of money coming in.
You are 100% right. Given everything we've heard, it sounds absurd. It sounds insane, just like an alternate reality.
Doing this to get to a balanced budget.
Americans know that the balanced budget bullshit could be solved in a nanosecond if you fucking taxed billionaires. How can the richest man in the world pay less tax than a school teacher? This just came out. The combined wealth of the top 1% is $52 trillion. That's trillion. That's a T, trillion. That's 50,000 billion. How much is that? Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors makes $60 million a year. For him to get to a trillion, he'd have to play for 32,000 years. And these billionaires in the 1%, if you taxed them at, say, 20%, that'd be enough to give every American full health care coverage for 50 years, feed every poor family, and make college free and affordable for every person in the U.S. And you would still have enough left over to buy an aircraft carrier, 50 fighter jets, and even some left over to buy a few Republicans, because, you know, they're always for sale.
We're a nation that speaks English.
Back and look, if something like that thing start goggling.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
Goddamn right.